This is a giant cactus. It's stout, lean. It can store more than 5,000 liters of water. It's called the Colossus column. It is the tallest plant in this desert, more than 20 meters in length. And want to grow to this height, it will take at least 200 years. Therefore, they are also the longest-lived creatures in this desert. To survive in an arid desert, the Colossus column has shown remarkable adaptability. They can collect and store water. So the leaves of the giant column degenerate into spikes. To reduce the evaporation of water, the root of each spike are all connected with words that can absorb water. These collected rainwater eventually converge into the giant shaft. The giant column has an amazing water storage capacity due to the unique ribbed structure on its surface. The folds are flexible and retractable. When the dry season comes, heat and drought blanket the entire desert. At this moment, the diameter of the giant column will be reduced to 2/3 of its original diameter. This change is caused by both less water storage in the body, also to reduce the area of water evaporation, and wait until the rain falls. They unfurl the folds. Maximum water collection. This tall giant column, enough rainwater has been collected. Even if no water is absorbed within the next year, he can also survive tenaciously. In order to protect the precious water source in the body, persistence on this matter will play another role. Guard the home. Some of the spikes are 25 centimeters long. Some even have barbs. Any creature that dares to approach are at risk of being torn apart. By observing one of the tips, we can intuitively understand its danger. Every spike are made up of countless tiny shards of glass, and it's covered with barbs, enough to discourage most animals. However, there are always thieves who want to steal. Get water by any means. There is a strange plant seed. Travel is achieved by being swallowed by the small face yeast. It's a mulberry parasite. Fresh hairpin parasitic seeds. They go to great lengths just to steal the water source from the giants in the Jingan. Upon successful landing, they use the tips of the cactus for support. Germinate rapidly, and each seed has an antenna. Searching for the skin of the cactus. Most of them will be because of the distance cactus. The epidermis is too far. It ended in failure. However, this seed in front of me successfully touched the surface of the giant pillar. He uses special suction cups. It adheres to the epidermis. Until night falls, the cactus opens its stomata to breathe. And the suction cup that is removed first will take the opportunity to dive into the lean interior. After, his organization will thrive inside the cactus, nourish itself with the precious water in its body. By the second year, if you dismantle it first, it will break through the surface of the giant column and attract hummingbirds to their nectar, and successfully completed pollination. When the life cycle comes to an end, it was first dismantled to bear hundreds of striking white fruits. Bird-to-be, take the seeds to another cactus again. Start a new journey in life. According to people, it also takes the way of flowering and fruiting, ensuring the continuation of life. However, it is too hot during the day. Many cacti choose to bloom quietly at night. It will be much cooler. Wait until the flowers bloom. The scent of blooming flowers is in the air. and petals reflecting the moonlight. Together they became the weather vane of the night. Now the Mexican elder bat, with its keen senses and echolocation capabilities, found these flowers. Their tongues are almost as long as their bodies. It can easily help flowers collect powder. A few months later, the fruit of the giant column is ripe. These fruits, sweet and juicy for desert animals, undoubtedly a rare delicacy. Idiot Love Pavilion became the first batch of diners. After they have eaten, we'll turn the seeds of the giant column, take it inside and outside the tree palace. And then you expel the feces with the seeds. This also provides nutrients for the growth of the seeds. Giant columns are still fragile in their infancy. If unfortunate enough to take root in the open, the seedlings of the giant column are susceptible to death due to drought. They can't grow without the shelter of trees. This can greatly improve the chance of a seedling surviving to adulthood. This is a pod tree. Its scattered branches shaded the young giant master from the scorching sun of half a tree, provides precious shade to the seedlings. And not only that, the root system of the pigeon tree is developed while absorbing water. You can also make the seedlings enjoy convenience by the way. So the pigeon tree is also known as the babysitter tree. The babysitter tree not only provides shade, he can also help the giant pillar to withstand other severe weather conditions in the desert. Winter deserts sometimes get snow. The temperature will plunge to -10 degrees. This is especially deadly for young giant bamboo, because once the water stored in the body freezes, can lead to death. At this moment, the branches and leaves of the babysitter tree stretch out. It blocked most of the wind and snow for the seedlings. Even with the shelter of the babysitter tree, the seeds of the colossus column are still 10 years away to grow to a height of 5 cm. And to grow into a 10-meter-high giant pillar, it will take at least 100 years. Finally, the height of the giant column far exceeds the height of the babysitter tree. They have become strong enough. Finish. They can all deal with various severe climates on their own. With its exceptional adaptability, giants now traverse all of North America. It has also become an oasis in the desert, provides food and shelter for many creatures. Make this the most biologically diverse place on Earth, the desert of diversity. Again, they evolved different abilities to meet the challenge. But no matter what, they all need our help. This is the Animal Records channel. Let's enjoy the grandeur of nature together. Thank you for your attention. See you next time.